Good afternoon, Bobcats, and welcome to BBTV. Today is Tuesday, January 19th, 2016. My name is Jada.
And I'm Tatum. Here's the news you came to see. Our top story for today is a look at Martin Luther King Jr. Day.
Everyone knows that for this holiday, we all get the day off. But as we found out, most students here at Buffett know it means much more.
BBTV reporter Liz has the story.
Martin Luther King Day is a day to celebrate his birthday and his achievements as an American civil rights leader. We went out to interview Bobcats to see what Martin Luther King Day means to them.
Martin Luther King Jr. Day to me is a phenomenal opportunity for this country to take some time and reflect on the impact that a man of peace made in making positive changes in this world. His message of resolving conflict and resolving issues through peace instead of violence is something that far too often now is put to the wayside and forgotten. And I love the fact that we take a day to honor him, as he made a tremendous impact in the lives of so many here.
Martin Luther King Day means celebrating Martin Luther King on his birthday, celebrating equality between whites and blacks.
We celebrate when he gave a speech about that everyone should be equal.
It is a day that reminds me to respect every human being just because they are a human being and deserve respect in that matter. It also reminds me of how far we've come in our society, but also how far we have to go.
On Wednesday, our city had a very special guest. The President of the United States made a stop at UNO's Baxter Arena. This is only his second time visiting our state. His last visit was during his campaign trail on February 7th in 2008, where he stopped at the Civic Center. This time around, he chose Omaha as a stop because of how great our economy is doing. Along with the speech, the president also stopped by the neighborhood of Papillion and met with the teacher who had written him. So, Bobcats, it's time to form your opinion. What would you ask the president if you had one question?
Last Sunday, the entertainment world lost a legend. Singer, songwriter, musician, actor, and painter David Bowie passed away at age 69. He lost his life to a long battle of liver cancer. Bowie was best known for being able to change his style as the years progressed. One of his most famous songs of his work was with the Queen in their song Under Pressure. You may also have seen him in some very popular movies, including Zoolander, The Prestige, and the SpongeBob SquarePants TV movie.
That's all the news we have today, Bobcats. Now let's spin over to the sports zones for our sporting news in action.
Hey Bobcats, I'm Max.
And I'm Dorian. We're here to get you up to date with all your sporting news in action.
Today we are going to focus on 3 ball games that the Bobcats care about.
The first game we'll take a look at is the Nebraska Cornhusker game that took place on Saturday, December 26th, with the Cornhuskers facing the Bruins.
Nebraska beat UCLA with a final score of 37-29, even against the predicted outcome of the Bruins winning.
It started out as a close game where both teams scored 1 touchdown in the first quarter and 2 more in the second.
After the third quarter, Nebraska had received 9 more points and finished out the game by scoring 1 last touchdown. In other football news, if you didn't already know, the college football playoff has been going on for a while.
Last week, we have finally reached the championship game where Clemson faced the Alabama Crimson Tide.
The game was held in the University of Phoenix Stadium in Glendale, Arizona. With all the lead changes, Alabama came out with the win with a score of 45-40.
That is Alabama's 5th national title and 4th under head coach Nick Saban. Coming into the game, Clemson was undefeated and Alabama had 1 loss.
Our final game will take us over to Husker volleyball.
As many of you Bobcats may have heard, on December 19, 2015, at the CenturyLink Center, Nebraska volleyball team took on the Texas Longhorns for the national championship.
Nebraska hasn't won a national title since 2006, but that ended when they beat Texas 3-0 in front of a crowd of 17,000. That's all the sports today. Now over to the weather for your 3-day forecast.
Hey Bobcats, I'm Will here with your 3-day forecast. Today, we will have a high of 23 and a low of 10 with a 60% chance of snow. Tomorrow, we will have a high of 28 and a low of 13. Thursday, we will have a high of 29 and a low of 15. That's all the weather for today, Bobcats. Now we're to the quick feature with Abby.
Hey Bobcats, this is Abby here for your quick feature of the day. Today is Tuesday, which means it's time for Tech Tuesday. If you have looked around the school, you may have noticed a ton of workers up in the ceiling or pulling on wires in the closet. We caught up with Ms. Tolliver to get us caught up with what's going on.
All of these gentlemen that you're seeing pounding around and drilling, they're all here to help us make our internet a little bit faster. So they're going to be here all the way through July working in our building, and their job is to remove all of these blue cords that are in this closet. These blue cords run through all of the ceilings and the floors, and they give us our internet. So they're replacing all of these blue wires with fiber optic lines that will hopefully make our internet a little bit faster next year.
Hi Bobcats, I'm Haley, here to get you caught up with your daily announcements. Attention Manga Club members, we will meet in the library from 3:05 till 4:45 today after school. Students, begin thinking about who you want to dress up with. That's because this Friday, the Student Council will be hosting Twin Day as the January Spirit Day. Science fair participants, awards will be held in the cafeteria by grade level. 8th grade will be today, 7th grade will be held tomorrow, and 6th graders will be held on Thursday. For each grade level ceremony, students should be released at 2:30 to come to the cafeteria for awards.
Before we go, most of us could quote part of MLK's famous I Have a Dream speech.
But have you ever wondered what other famous quote this great man said? Check it out. Signing off for BBTV, this has been Jada
And Tatum, have a fantastic day, Bobcats.